Hey, welcome back to Album April. It's April 13th, and today I listened to Red-Headed Stranger by Willie Nelson. I was looking up best country albums of all time. That's where I found Car Wheels on a Gravel Road by Lucinda Williams, and this one also came up. I was able to register that Willie Nelson was a name I had heard before, but I looked him up, and wow, he is one of the country giants. He's written some country standards like Crazy by Patsy Cline or On the Road Again. And this man has been on the grind for so many years. Red-Headed Stranger was his 18th studio album that he released in 1975, and his first studio album was in 1962. And that pace of more than one album per year has not stopped even now. His 75th album is being released at the end of May this year. Red-Headed Stranger was an album that Willie Nelson had 100% creative control over. It was very sparse in production when it was finished, so much so that the executives, when they first heard it, they thought it was a demo. But they put it out anyway, and it blew up. I listened to it today, and it is actually the shortest album of this entire month, only 33 minutes. Which I appreciate. I feel like a lot of albums could be shorter. But despite its short length, it has a lot of different songs. It has 15 tracks. So we basically have second half of Abbey Road level pacing here. I do appreciate this combination of short but varied songs, which actually gives the album a solid pace. In fact, I would go as far to say that this album doesn't feel as long as that one Bob Dylan song I listened to on Blood on the Tracks. It was something about Rosemary and Jack of Hearts or whatever. Red-Headed Stranger is a concept album based on a folk song, or I don't even think it's a folk song, I think it's just an older country song about an outlaw walking through town. And it actually includes a lot of lyrical callbacks to earlier songs. The story seems relatively simple, a man finds that his wife cheated on him with a man, so he murders both of them, and then rides off on a horse, and then he goes to a town, and then another woman tries to steal another horse that he has, and then he just shoots her and kills her on the spot, and then he just walks out of town. The more I learn about the Wild West, the more I understand why people use it as a comparison for a lawless wasteland. It was basically Dark Souls in real life. I appreciate the structure of the album, and I understand what it was going for, but when looking at the music itself, it's not really for me. I thought it was kind of mid. It was very sparse. But the album was so short, that wasn't really much of an issue. I could just listen to it and sort of appreciate it for what it was. I could appreciate it more than the second half of Abbey Road, at least. And that's really all I have to say about this album. Thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.